What's going on, everybody? Thank you all so much for tuning in to another episode of Mi Casa es Su Casa, and I am your host, Niko House. Thank you all so much for joining. It's been a crazy week. I know you've seen that we've been uploading a lot of interviews recently, and we have a lot more coming. Like I said, because of our expanding, it's taking a little bit longer to get some of the new stuff out, but work with me. I promise you it will all be worth it. And if you have not subscribed, I strongly urge you to do so. Trust me when I say, and anyone in the comment section can vouch for this. If you follow this channel, then you will always find yourself on the right side of history, because all we speak here is the objective and unmitigated truth. Speaking of which, it looks as if Tulsi Gabbard just changed the game come 2020, and I think that this may be her announcement. Now, why do I say that? Well, Tulsi Gabbard has done something revolutionary, and I won't speak for her. I'll let her tweet speak for herself. She said that serious vulnerabilities in our election systems have been exposed. Even with stronger cybersecurity, the reality is these systems can be hacked. We must counter those vulnerabilities. Voter verified paper ballot backups are a common sense way to hack proof our elections. But then she goes on to say more. What she says next is that she actually introduced a bill with a simple solution: the Securing America's Elections Act, HR 5147. It would mandate paper ballots, backups for federal elections across the country to ensure there is an auditable voter verified paper record. This is to protect the integrity of our elections. So understand something, people. This is a blow to the establishment. I know a lot of people aren't fans of the Democratic Party, and I'm not either. Tulsi Gabbard, however, is a very unique entity within the Democratic Party. In fact, she was part of the establishment, and she broke off and lost all of her funding from the Democratic Party because of it. Now, one of the main things that we have been discussing is election integrity. And the biggest conversation surrounding it is the lack of discussion in the political, in Senate, in the House, from the president, from some people who are considered political superstars. There's been so much focus on Russia, but no one is talking about how we ensure that the next Bernie Sanders, the next Nina Turner, the next Tim Canova, Tulsi Gabbard, etc., how we make sure that their elections aren't fraudulent. I mean, with Jill Stein's audit, we found out that Hillary Clinton had actually been cheating more than the Republicans were. The majority of the cheating was coming in democratically ran, democratically dominated districts. And so that lets you know that cheating is a problem from the top down. And the only one right now who has introduced a bill substantively addressing this is Tulsi Gabbard. Now, remember, Obama tried to pretend like cheating didn't happen at all, because that only happens in those other countries. Funny enough, not only does it happen in the other countries, but it also happens here. And the reason it happens in the other countries is because, well, those are our voting machines also. And we control their elections. We rig them in one way or the other. In fact, Obama should know this better than anyone, because he almost sued Hillary Clinton for election rigging. So, Tulsi Gabbard, in my opinion, has just made her stance and really cemented her place in the possibility of a 2020 run. Now, how I feel about that, well, you'll have to wait for the next video I release on that, because I do want to address that, because there's a lot that goes with the 2020 Tulsi run. But this is huge, and I will post the link because he actually has a citizen co-sponsorship link, and I encourage all of you. Election integrity if we don't solve this problem, there is no democracy here, not even a representative one. And many of us already feel that way, and we have good reason to, because this is the same thing that Tulsi did with Syria. And the Stop Arming Terrorists Act, remember that? Her whole thing, her whole bill was just, hey, can we stop arming terrorist organizations? The legislature couldn't get behind that. So I imagine it'll be difficult to have them get behind election integrity as well. But we need to force them, or at least make our best effort to force them to back election integrity, no matter what happens. So with that being said, leave your thoughts and your comments below. I'll be more than happy to hear what you all have to say about this and how you all may feel about Tulsi now.